Guys, in this video, I am wearing Saint motorcycle jeans, who also gave me a discount code for you guys. These jeans are stylish, comfortable enough to wear. I've actually worn these at work, even in the office, and they are 200 times stronger than steel. My discount code is in the description below, and the full review is at the end of this video. Check them out. Not long ago, we put the new triple-cylinder CFMOTO 675 NK through its paces on the channel. It's an incredibly impressive, high-character naked bike that punched well above its weight class. But if that bike left you wanting more raw, aggressive performance, this is the new 2026 CFMOTO 800 NK. While we love the 675 for its unique 3-cylinder character, the 800 operates on an entirely different plane of power. Today, we're going to do a dedicated deep dive review of this machine. Let's do work. Massive thanks and shout out to my friend Lucchino at Harley Davidson of Danbury in Connecticut for loaning me his bikes to review. Guys, they've got a huge selection of beautiful Harley Davidsons and CFMOTO bikes and other machines of funness. They have the best old school techs in the business, and if you ask for Al, and if you buy a bike and tell him I sent you, he'll take care of you and give you a $200 service voucher as well as a free t-shirt of your choosing. Go see why they're truly the best. Their contact information is below. Okay, we have to talk about how this bike looks. CFMOTO calls this design language cut the edge, and it actually won a Red Dot Product Design Award. They clearly leaned away from the generic styling budgets of most entry to mid-level nakeds and made something truly unique. The front end features an aggressive, sweeping, wing-shaped LED headlight array that does a really clean digital startup sequence when you key on. The tank shroud profile is muscular and wide, tapering down into an incredibly minimalist tail section. Look at that seat. It features premium multi-texture materials and contrast stitching that looks completely custom right out of the crate. No need for a $500 aftermarket seat here. This bike gets my highly coveted Cyberpunk award. It looks great no matter what decade you're in, including 2049. It looks mean, it looks futuristic, and it absolutely catches eyes at bike nights and, well, everywhere else. But real quick, can I just call out the aero? I love the look of the wind deflector on the front fender, which is actually functional in turbulence management, reducing drag in front end lift, and radiator efficiency. And I also want to give a shout out to that headlight spoiler, which is designed to deflect wind for the rider as well as protect the instrument cluster and look good doing it. There's nothing like form and function. Look at the little blue highlights here and there and how they tie in with those absolutely delicious blue wheels. I love these wheels. This bike is aggressive looking and beautiful, but go ahead and keep that mouth gaping. The real jaw dropper is in the tech. On this 800 NK, you aren't getting a tiny basic instrument pod like many other bikes. This is a massive laminated TFT dashboard, and it's beautiful. It may have the best graphics I've ever seen, and it's IP67 waterproof. Combine that with a T-Box system that allows for over-the-air software updates, and the tech suite completely eclipses anything from Japan or Europe in this price bracket. You also get 3 distinct ride modes: Sport, Street, and Rain, plus standard cruise control for the highway slabs. And that is unbelievable at this price, and we'll talk price in a few minutes. All that tech is great, but it has to back it up on the asphalt. In terms of engine, we're looking at a 799cc parallel twin engine born from CFMOTO's manufacturing partnership with KTM. With a 285-degree firing order, it barks like a V-twin and puts down a linear 100 horsepower and nearly 60 pound-feet of torque. Managing all that power is a standard bi-directional quick shifter paired with a slipper clutch. Out on the road, this quick shifter is a massive part of the fun factor. When you're pinning the throttle in sport mode, upshifts are instantaneous and deliver a satisfying pop from the exhaust. And yes, even the stock exhaust sounds glorious, as you'll find out shortly. Downshifts are clean and blipped perfectly, and the slipper clutch keeps the chassis completely stable when you're dropping multiple gears to set up for a tight corner. I'll also add it's very easy and smooth to get into neutral, which is a pain point on a lot of bikes. I can't stand the frustration of trying to switch between first and second, trying to find neutral on a cantankerous gearbox. In terms of cornering, as you likely expected, this bike is light, flickable, and corners on Velcro. Enough said. It's a sport bike in a comfortable configuration. You can corner with the sport bikes all day, but you're upright and totally comfortable and look better. I had zero butt, leg, back, arm, wrist, or any kind of fatigue during my time with this bike. It was super comfortable. The power delivery is delivered powerfully, no pun intended, on this bike, which is a big difference versus the 675 NK and a lot of its competitors, and a lot of oomph for your hard-earned greenbacks. In terms of braking, the 800 NK relies on dual 320mm front discs paired with radial mount 4-piston J1 calipers that deliver a sharp and highly effective bite. Braking is smooth and crisp and brings you to a halt, as you might expect from this modern technology. When you wrap the cosmetics, the dash, the power, the tech, and the quick shifter into the final price tag, the financial math gets downright ridiculous for the competition. Let's look at the numbers. The CFMOTO 800 NK is 800 cc's, 410 pounds, has 100 horsepower, and priced wonderfully at $8,699. That gives you 1.15 horsepower per $100, which is the best in its class among all its competitors. Think about what you're seeing here. The Suzuki GSX 8S is a highly refined bike, but it costs more, weighs 35 pounds more, gives up 18 horsepower, and features a much more basic dash with no CarPlay, and isn't as beautiful. The MT-07 is a legend, but it's down 27 horsepower and lacks the fully adjustable KYB suspension you get here standard. CFMOTO has basically packaged premium hardware, top-tier electronics, and heavy-hitting engine performance into a sub $9,000 package. Insert clapping here. You really can't do better than this bike at this price point. And as I mentioned, even though the exhaust is stock, it sounds quite aggressive. Have a listen. The 2026 CFMOTO 800 NK has a sharp, aggressive edge to it. It loves to rev, the styling demands attention, the torque will throw you back in your seat, the quick shifter makes it an absolute blast to rip through the gears, and the tech interface sets a completely new benchmark for the industry. In terms of raw bang for the buck, nothing in the middleweight naked category touches it right now. In terms of cons, candidly, the only con I can think of is the stigma of things produced in China. However, we need to be smarter than that. This is the third CFMOTO bike I've tested, and I kid you not, I would personally own any of them. They look great, perform great, and cost great. Some people might say it's hard to find a service center, but CFMOTO has a network of 700 dealers across all 50 states. I'm fortunate enough to live near Harley Davidson of Danbury, Connecticut. They have the best service crew there for their bikes, and I would go there without hesitation. Don't forget, if you visit Harley Davidson of Danbury, to ask for Lucchino, the owner. Tell him Ducati Diaries sent you, and if you buy this bike or any other bike, he'll give you a $200 service voucher and free t-shirt of your choosing. Drop a comment below. Does the standard luxuries sway you over the Japanese options? For me, they definitely do. Make sure to hit subscribe, because next up, we're bringing back the 675 NK for a sibling versus sibling shootout to see if the triple's character can hold its own against the 800's absolute power and tech advantage. Until then, always remember the motto: bark less, wag more, and always be kinder than necessary. I'll see you in the next one.